Welcome to the FWI News Review. I'm Caroline Stocks. The European Union has announced a rescue package for struggling dairy farmers across Europe. The EU has suggested state aid of up to £13,000 for every milk producer in a bid to ensure the dairy industry's survival. It also suggested fining producers who exceeded quotas to create a fund for those leaving the dairy sector. The plan comes as the EU Commission criticised supermarkets for hindering the industry by failing to pass milk price falls on to customers. Farmers with unmarked field boundaries will have to spend money identifying them thanks to a sudden change in the RPA's mapping update. Landowners receiving updated maps will have to use markers such as white-topped fence posts to physically identify boundaries the RPA's mapping software can't see. The move comes after many farmers received maps which failed to show boundaries previously agreed in mapping updates. The RPA says marking instructions will be sent out in updated mapping packs. DEFRA must invest £100 million in agricultural research if the UK is going to meet its moral obligation to increase food production. A report by the Environment, Food and Rural Affairs Committee says an urgent increase in research is needed if the UK is going to help secure global food supplies. Without it, the government risks spiralling food prices and shortages. The committee says DEFRA must also give farmers the support and resources needed to increase agricultural production. Now, if you've started this year's harvest, you can get involved in our Harvest Highlights coverage. Isabel Davies explains how.
Farmers Weekly is once again running its Harvest Highlights service. But to bring you the best information, we need your help. The first way to get involved is by phone and email. You can email FW's Harvest correspondent Olivia Cooper or send a short text starting with the word FW Harvest and including your name, location and what you are cutting. Each text message will be charged at your standard message rate. If you're into Twitter, then you can send us a tweet using the hashtag FW Harvest. Again, tell us what you're cutting and where. We also have an interactive map which shows how harvest is progressing by region. There's also a photo gallery at fwi.co.uk/harvest 2009. You can upload your photos direct, but please tell us when and where it was taken. You can find out more about what we're doing at fwi.co.uk/harvest-highlights.
And finally, you may have noticed some funny shapes appearing in the countryside. Tim Ralph prepares to be amazed.
It's that time of year again. Mazes are opening to the public around the country. As always, there's some fantastically imaginative designs, but I think the prize for the most imaginative this year has to go to farmer Tom Percy. The farmer near Yorks created a huge maze in the shape of an astronaut this year to mark the 40th anniversary of the lunar landings. It's 1,000 feet long, it consists of over 1 million maize plants, and it's quite something. Its aim is to celebrate the endeavour and bravery of those first lunar pioneers, according to the farmer. You can find more details of it on my blog, www.fwi.co.uk/field day.
That's it from me this week. For all the latest news and views, go to fwi.co.uk.